for missing you earlier there.
It's quite all right, Deputy Speaker. Protecting Australians and their interests at home and abroad is the core duty of any parliament and parliamentarian. I've strived to do this in each delegation, committee and office that I've been honoured to serve in. In my capacity as Deputy Chair of the Parliamentary Joint Committee on Intelligence and Security, I'm committed to doing just that alongside my colleagues from across the political aisle. The scourge of terrorism continues to threaten the global rules-based order on every continent. Terrorism is used as a tool to instil fear, destabilise democratic institutions, sow discord and divide civilised societies. Those who commit acts of terror, such as those we have seen in Australia and in neighbouring nations such as New Zealand and Indonesia, are planning, scheming and radicalising as we speak. Every waking hour, those who would do us harm are at work, often in the darkest corners of the web. That's why I'm proud to take these steps today to protect our nation, work which began under the previous coalition government. Those on all sides of this place can agree that national security is beyond personalities, parties and politics. Today we see the tabling of the PJCIS report into the then Home Affairs Minister's listing of 8 terror groups listed as terrorist organisations under the Criminal Code. Some of these names are well known, and I won't pretend to have the great pronunciation of the member for Wills, but I'll give them a crack. These include Hamas, whose unmitigated violence and hatred against the Jewish people, the State of Israel and her allies has continued for over 33 years. Al-Qaeda and its counterpart Al-Qaeda in the lands of the Islamic Maghreb in North Africa, and Jemaah Islamiyah, an Indonesian-based Islamic State proponent responsible for the 2002-2005 Bali bombings and the 2004 bombing of the Australian Embassy in Jakarta and the 2009 hotel bombings in Jakarta. But there are lesser-known organisations who pose just as great a risk to Australians at home and abroad. The National Socialist Order, which is a violent white nationalist group with a global reach. Huras el-Din, a Syrian Islamist extremist group. Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, a similar group seeking to impose a salvation government in Idlib province. And Abu Sayyaf, an Islamic State proponent operating in the southern Philippines and eastern Malaysia. These organisations seek to dismantle Western civilisation, divide our communities and alliances and destroy the values and the principles we hold dear. They are malicious, they are murderous, they are barbaric. And I'm proud to be part of a bipartisan approach, along with the member for Wills and all members of the PJCIS, in our efforts to name them, shame them and decimate their influence at home and abroad.